Facebook as well here. So once again, he's doing the stream over on YouTube.
Yep.
Having issues with that. We're trying to run the stream on YouTube right now, so I'm running it on Facebook. We also do have a new severe thunderstorm warning for the cotton plant area for portions of Woodruff County and portions of Prairie County up there as well. But
yep.
We're continuing to keep a close eye on that tornado warning down there. And you got anything to add to that?
As of right now, no. As mentioned before, we do have tornado warning that's going to go, and for southeastern Woodruff County, eastern Perry County, and north central Monroe County until noon this afternoon. This is going to be radar indicator rotation, kind of the same thing that we've been seeing, all morning long. I do appreciate you for getting the warning earlier on at this current time here. So remember for just a second, I'm going to get this up and going. Like I said, for folks, we're doing one side on Facebook and then the other side is on YouTube. So spare me for just a second. Everybody should be able to hear you loud and clear now. But we do have that tornado warning that's in effect at this current time. Let's go over and take a look at the rotation indicator at this point. Right now, that rotation is very, very broad. I think that's been what's been going on all morning long, is that we've had that broad rotation in place. And I think that's what's been the issue throughout the morning hours and stuff like that. We haven't had anything super sustained. It's been something that we've had to deal with throughout the morning. You've had these tornado warnings that have been brief, and then what's ended up happening, tornado warning been canceled and stuff like that. So if you're in Brinkley, you do need to take your tornado precautions immediately. That's the biggest thing I want to stress to you guys right now. However, do not ignore the damaging wind threat. I think the damaging wind threat will be your primary threat with this. However, on the leading edge of this, you could see that tornado threat be realized across this area here. So Brinkley, you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. Same thing with Fargo. However, do not ignore the damaging wind threat. Damaging wind threat, 60 to 70 mile per hour winds, well outside of this area. So if you're under the severe thunderstorm warning, like up here in Cotton Plant, you notice how it kind of echoes back in, kind of like a back end vortice right there near Cotton Plant. You need to watch that closely. And I think we have a brand new tornado warning that's just got issued for Cotton Plant. That's going to go for 12:30. I knew something was off when I saw that bookend vortices over here near Cotton Plant. So southeastern Woodruff County, north central Monroe County until 12:30 now. So we do have a brand new tornado warning that's in effect at this point. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located near Brinkley, moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. So make sure you're taking your tornado precautions immediately at this point. We're going to go ahead and zoom this out, kind of show you guys what's going on at this current time. Right in here. That's where your area of rotation is going to be. I'm going to put a track moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. So once again, it's going to go for the following areas. That's Hunter, that's Colt, that's Wynn, that's the Sherry Valley area, that's Markstream, also towards the Gilmore area and stuff like that. So make sure that you're taking your tornado precautions immediately, folks. We just got to dealing with a system, on Friday that unfortunately went through Cross County, went through the Wynn area. So once again, Wynn is right under the target once again. So make sure you take your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows, put as many walls to you on the outside as possible, and get to the lowest area of your home immediately. If you know anybody in a Wynn area in Cross County, you need to tell them to take their tornado precautions. We just got through dealing with this on Friday. So unfortunately, they're back under the gun once again. So those that are in this area, they do need to take their tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows, put as many walls to you and the outside as possible, and get to the lowest area of your home immediately. But to repeat, anyone in the Wynn area, this storm is moving at you at 65 miles per hour. We just got through dealing with a system last Friday. Unfortunately, they're back under the gun once again, and something that we're going to continue to monitor over the next couple of minutes here, Noah. And as before, I know you're taking it on the Facebook side too. If you can do me a favor, I can turn your volume down. I'll let you tackle the severe thunderstorm warnings, and I can get this tornado warning at this point.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So taking a look around.
Okay, so he's tackling the severe thunderstorm warnings over there on Facebook side. I've got you guys over here in terms of YouTube on this tornado warning side. So, like so for Facebook and YouTube right now, I'm kind of doing YouTube. He's doing Facebook because there's been some connection issues between the two right now, given this warning. However, we do have that severe thunderstorm warning that he's talking about. Then we have the tornado warning over here that's going to go for Woodruff County, and this is going to continue throughout towards Northeast. So Hunter and the Wynne area, you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. The Crittenden County area and also the Poinsettia County, because this is moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. So we're going to go ahead and let this loop through, and you can see that bookend vortices right here. I can draw this out for you guys right in here. That's where your tornado potential is going to be realized. You can see the line of storms beginning to move in. You got the inflow coming in, and that area on the eastern side of Woodruff County, this is where you need to go. So if you're in the Wynne area, and I'm seeing a lot of comments on Facebook and on YouTube, if you are in the Wynne area, you need to take shelter. Let me make that perfectly clear. If you're in Wynne, you need to take shelter. There is a tornado warning just to the southwest of that area, and it's moving in that general direction. So if you're in Wynne, you're in Cross County, you're on Highway 64, you need to take your tornado precautions immediately here. I want to make that perfectly clear to everyone at this current time. And they just got through dealing with one of these storm systems a couple of days ago. But at this moment, you've got that tornado warning moving right towards that area. So Highway 64 once again, and also the Wynne area. You need to take your tornado precautions immediately at this current point. If you know anybody in these areas, they need to take their tornado precautions. It's going right through southern side of Cotton Plant, going right towards Colt, and then right towards the Wynne area. So make sure that you're taking your tornado precautions immediately at this current point here. So, Noah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. There's now a new severe thunderstorm warning. If you want to tell our folks that real quickly here, I've got you close to the mic, so everybody should be able to hear you. But a new severe thunderstorm warning. If you want to tell our folks about that.
Yeah, so we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning here with the tornado possible tag. This does go in effect here for the Wynne and Colt areas and Forest City areas with the tornado possible tag, as well as the Cherry Valley area. This is for the Cross County and also portions of Poinsettia County and St. Francis, and even portions of Lee County down here with this line that's moving through. Something you have to watch with these lines is that tornado threat. We've seen it plenty of times earlier this year, and I've seen it here in my area as well earlier. You've got to watch for that threat with this. So treat that severe thunderstorm warning like you would a tornado warning, and put as many walls between you and the outdoors as you possibly can. Like Cameron's been saying, we just got through dealing with tornadoes in this area earlier this week, or earlier this past week.
Yeah.
So once again, this severe thunderstorm warning goes in effect here until 12:30. This line's moving off towards the northeast at 55 to 56 miles an hour at this current time here once again.
Yeah, definitely. Someone will have to watch. And I know what they did. So there was a tornado warning that was issued for the Hunter area north of Brinkley in Woodruff County here. What they've opted to do, instead of go tornado warning for Wynne, they did go severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible. So even though they did not go tornado warning perhaps in this area, you need to be taking your tornado precautions. That's the biggest thing I want to stress to you guys right now. So we're going to have you guys right here. I'm going to draw a track, and it's going to move to the northeast at about 60 miles per hour. So folks, along 64, that's going to be the Palestine area. That's Forest City. That's also Wynne. That's also the Hughes area, Madison, and also the Terrazone area, and also the Marion area. That's Cross County, St. Francis County, and also Crittenden County over here. And that's areas along 64. So Wynne, Arrow, Forest City. Even though you are not under the quote-unquote tornado warning, you need to be taking your tornado precautions. Go ahead and seek shelter, because like I said before, along this line, if anything rotates and if anything touches down, it is going to be brief, it's going to be quick, and it could perhaps be one of those little small, those what you saw in Kirby down there in Pike County, where it was one of those brief spin ups that ended up being an EF2. So we want everybody over here to be safe and stuff like that. So St. Francis and also Cross County and Crittenden County, you need to take your tornado precautions immediately. I know it's a severe thunderstorm warning, however, there's a tornado possible, and we want you guys to be safe. So anyone in the wind area, take your tornado precautions immediately. Don't waste time. Don't wait for it to go tornado warning. There's tornado possible for a reason. Go ahead and seek shelter. Let for this line to clear through, and then you should be good to go at this current time here. Noah was saying before, you're going to have to catch me up a little bit. I did take a little small nap, and I do appreciate you getting the earlier tornado warning that was in, I think, what was it, in Lonoke County? In southern
Lonoke, Jefferson, and Pulaski County, and part of Pulaski County earlier.
Yeah, I appreciate you getting that for me, bud. Like I said, there's that tornado possible tag. The tornado warning itself, I'm pretty sure they're probably going to get ready to let that go. Since the storm is just, rapidly moving out of the tornado warning box. So they've opted, like I said, to go severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible. I would love to stay on that just a little longer, especially for our folks in wind, because I know it's not a tornado warning or anything like that, but it is a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible. So, and they just got you dealing with it, the tornado that went through that area on Friday. So we're gonna stay up here on this, folks. Like I said before, whenever you're dealing with severe weather, you've got to treat severe thunderstorm warnings with the same respect as tornado warnings. It doesn't have to be a red box for you not to get a tornado. We've seen this case plenty of times, over the last month, over the last 2 months, where it's been a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible, and something's touched down, ended up being a tornado. So if you know anyone in the wind area, you do need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. I'm seeing a lot of comments on the YouTube side. Facebook, you're dealing with it on the side. But on your YouTube side, if you know anybody that is in wind right now, you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. Everybody behind this line, you are good to go. Central Arkansas, you're fine. Conway, you're fine. Faulkner County, you're fine. Pulaski County, you're fine. Lonoke County, all those areas, White County, all those areas over there are fine. I'm concerned right now for the folks that just got through dealing with the tornado on Friday. That's Cross County and also St. Francis County. Those areas over there, I'm really concerned about eastern Arkansas at this point. So we're going to stay on this severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible. Noah, if you can do me just a favor, let's see here. I think that is really it in terms of what else is going on across the state. If you can draw me a line, let's see if we can try to match it up on Facebook and YouTube. But we've never done this before, so draw me a line basically from Clay County all the way down to Union County and kind of show our good folks back behind this line the all clear. That's what's going on at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to attempt to do the same. Let's see if we can get this to match up. But you're gonna see behind this line of storms, this is where you have that all clear. El Dorado, you're good. Little Rock, you're good. We do have thunderstorms ongoing. We promise they're not severe. But what I'm worried about right now is Cross County and St. Francis County. Those folks have been dealing with this, with the last event and stuff like that. We've got to watch it once again with this upcoming event. So, folks, take your tornado precautions immediately. If you're in Cross County or you're in St. Francis County, let's not make a mistake of saying, hey, it's not a tornado warning. We shouldn't do it. It's a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible. That should be more than enough reason to do it over here in eastern Arkansas here. So the Wynn area, the Colt area, the Forest City area, you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately at this current point here. So let me double check something real quickly. Noah, if you can do me a favor while I'm covering this, can you show Facebook your side over there, kind of like to broaden out statewide view so everybody can kind of get a visual on what we're looking at here. Nice and for this is the first time we've done this. I think everybody may like this as future points. I would like to kind of get a better variant of this once we get time, Noah. But I think everybody does like to kind of tag team coverage. One is on Facebook and the other one is on YouTube. So I'm gonna switch this over to the radar indicator at this point, and I'm gonna switch this over to Memphis because this is getting out of Little Rock's jurisdiction. at this current time. So I'm going to switch this over to Memphis at this point. And I will say this, you still have that area of rotation we're going to have to watch. That's coming out of the Woodruff County area. It's going to moving in a cross county area in northern St. Francis. So Highway 64, the Wynn area, you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately, folks. Like I said before, I'm double checking everything right now. Folks, like I said before, if everybody's on here trying to figure out what's going on, if you're in Wynn right now, you need to be in shelter. Don't wait for this thing to organize itself to produce a tornado. Anyone in this polygon, that is the Cross County and St. Francis County area, you do need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. And I'm going to say this right now, folks. My voice does sound tired. I've been doing coverage for the last 12 plus hours. My voice is tired. So if I can't go any higher than where I am right now here. So I would say that area of rotation is going to be right here. No, if you could do me a favor, just kind of watch my 20. If we got any other cells that are trying to go up in, Southern Arkansas or anything like that, just watch it out for us down there. But this is what we've got at this point. I would think that area of rotation is probably going to be down here in St. Francis County, because I'm not really seeing anything up here in Cross County and stuff like that. When I still need you to hunker down, just to be on the safe side. There's nothing wrong with hunkering down and nothing happening. Then you're not doing it, and then something does happen. So I will say your area of rotation will be on the western side of St. Francis County. I mean, it is a very, very broad area of rotation. It is nothing that is nowhere near organized. But let's take a look at what your radar looks like. Radar looks like right now, I mean, it looks like a complete mess in this area. You've got your inflow coming in. This particular area you're going to have to keep an eye on for the rotation part. I wouldn't be shocked if they did try to go back to original severe thunderstorm warning, which if that happens, Noah, I'll let you end it on Facebook, and then YouTube over here, we'll go back to continuous coverage. But right now, with it being tornado possible, I'm not comfortable with doing that just yet. I'm not. So we're going to take a look at that real quickly. Everybody's asking about, Little Rock, you're fine. Like I said before, you're good to go. If you're in Central Arkansas, you're good to go. I appreciate all the attention I'm getting from Central Arkansas right now. I do. I get what happened in Little Rock. But, folks, you got to realize something. We cover the entire state of Arkansas. We do. We don't cover Little Rock take that back. We don't cover just Little Rock. So, I don't mind the questions about Central Arkansas and stuff like that. But this area, Eastern Arkansas, North Arkansas, Southern Arkansas, Western Arkansas, the folks that are not saturated with all the news coverage and stuff like that, they need the attention too. So, keep that in mind. And I know there's a lot of people that are in Cross County, they're in St. Francis County, all that reach that we got last week when Wynn got hit by that tornado. I know there's folks here. You got to make sure that they have those alerts, because I don't want anything happening in this area and they didn't know what was getting ready to happen. So make sure, even if you're in Little Rock, do me a big favor, even if you're in Little Rock or you're in Central Arkansas, share this out, because there could be somebody in Eastern Arkansas that has no idea what's going on. Send them here, let them come in, let them get that information and stuff like that. As you guys heard earlier, Noah was taking over for me. He was covering Pulaski County, Jefferson County, Lonoke County. When that tornado warning happened, did an amazing job. We're back once again talking about Eastern Arkansas, so kind of the same areas once again at the current time. So if you know anyone in these areas, they do need to be taking their tornado precautions immediately. They cannot stress them enough at this current point. Noah, are you live on YouTube as well?
I do not think so. I don't think it's live on YouTube.
All right, it should switch back over to mine. So okay. We're good. I don't know what happened with that. We'll have to take a look at that after everything's quiet down. But yeah.
While we're talking here, the Storm Prediction Center did put out something that they're if you see on my end right now, I've pulled up the mesoscale discussion, which is this dashed area here. They're talking about an increase in severe weather potential expected over the next couple hours here. So that is from the rest of the areas in the path of this main line where we see severe warnings are at, and we're seeing that kind of growth in severe weather here again as it heads into Eastern Arkansas, really into that enhanced risk area. Here, if that's still issued, still in effect today.
Yeah, okay. Well, actually, they trimmed the latest update. They trimmed the enhanced risk away from Arkansas. And it's still a slight risk. I mean, it's still a slight risk. It's still just as important. But the enhanced risk, I know, and they also dropped the 10% hatched up there in the Ohio Valley. I know we've been blessed today, with a messy mode. It's been, this is nothing like it was on Friday. Friday, we had the parameter spacing for those significant supercells that were producing those tornadoes and stuff like that. That's why we were telling you guys, every system is unique in its own little way. One event will be an absolute, just a dire situation, while the other event will be like this. It'll be messy. It will be its own unique system here. So, fortunately, outside of, like I said before, I have to get back with you in terms of what happened earlier and just south of Little Rock. But, unfortunately, right now, in terms of outside of North Arkansas last night, I haven't heard any reports of any confirmed tornadoes or anything like that, or any destruction at this point. Obviously, we haven't really had a chance to really look at reports or anything like that, which is amazing. But at this point, I haven't had a chance to really look at anything right now, so I'm not sure. But right now, as I've heard, I've not heard anything about any damage or anything, so that's awesome at this current point. But I'm gonna get back over to Win Area. I think YouTube switched back over to mine. So we should be good to go. We should be good to go at this point. Jonesboro, you are good to go. I will say this: it's probably loud right there right now in the Truman area, the Monette area, over towards Blytheville, Osceola, and Martree. It's going to get loud here in a little bit. I mean, you're going to have a line of storms moving through, 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. This is what's going to get ready to happen at this current time. So I would definitely watch that very, very closely here. I know a lot of people are concerned. Dustin, I see your comment. Very concerned about the wind area at this current time here. This is what we're talking about, okay? The area of rotation based off of the scan is going to be in St. Francis County. I think this is, let me loop our radar for just a little bit. I think right now this should stay southwest. So folks in the wind area, we've been telling you over the last couple of minutes, stuff like that, take your tornado precautions just to be on the safe side. I do realize this is not a tornado warning. I want to make that clear. I do realize it's not a tornado warning for the National Weather Service. This is a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible. I will say this, Noah. I would not be shocked if that did go to a warn, because I am starting to see a good amount of rotation. I'm going to put the track, I'm going to put it at about 62 miles per hour. This is going to go, as of right now, on the south and east side of town, and it's going to go towards Earl, and it's going to go towards the Terra Rosa area and the Dias area up here. That's up here in Crittenden County, and also getting closer to southern Mississippi County here. But I would say right now, I think this is going to go on the south side of town. If you know anybody that is traveling or still, recovering in these areas, give them a heads up, stuff like that. Like I said, folks, it hasn't been a week yet. So a lot of folks don't have the service yet or anything like that. They don't have the coverage like we have, in Central Arkansas, something like that, because a lot of folks just got their power back on, or even still don't have their power back on, given what's happened here. So there's the broad area of rotation. Like I mentioned before, let me see if I can scoot my screen over. It's going to be right in here. So Hughes, this is southwest of Hughes, southwest of Colt, and south and west of downtown. Wind is moving northeast at about 60 to 70 miles per hour. So something that we're going to watch very closely. Right now, I wouldn't be shocked. I can go over to the debris indicator here. I'm not seeing anything on the debris side. I'm only just seeing it on the rotation side. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. No, like I said before, I know you're covering over there on Facebook on your side. Just do us a favor. Let's go over just the wind area. I think we're going to be fine everywhere else. I think this should take our priority at this point.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are really concerned about this area. We got a lot of people that are here. The overwhelming reach out here was crazy. So let's focus here. Everybody else across the state, you're going to be good. We can zoom this out, show you guys what's going on. Everybody else is good. Everybody else is fine. There's no warnings in South Arkansas. There's no warnings in Central, Northeastern Arkansas. Mainly a wind and hail threat up here, but the tornado threat right now is going to be in St. Francis County and in southern Cross County at this current point. So if you know anyone in these areas, give them a phone call, say, hey, I know there's no tornado warning. They're probably going to think, oh, there's no tornado warning. Doesn't matter. It's a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible over here in these areas. Make sure you're taking your tornado precautions immediately. Just keep that in mind. And I will say this, if this continues to trend right through here, you may get a tornado warning coming out of this, because I'm wanting to see you're going to have some sort of broad circulation that's going to develop. This is a northwest side of Forest City, so it's just quickly getting out of St. Francis County. It's going to make its way into Cross County. As of right now, per the trajectory, it should stay theoretically south of the wind area. It's too close of a call. I don't feel comfortable telling wind to get out of their shelters or anything like that. It's just too close of a call at this point. Noah, as I was going to say before, if you could do me a favor, can you put a track of that storm because you can go over your to your rotation and put a track for where that is. I'll do it on my side too. Put a track for where that area of rotation is. So the area of rotation is going to be on the western and northwestern side of Forest City at this point. That's where it's going to be at this time. And it's moving northeast. I've got it at about, I think I last had it at 60 miles per hour. I can try to match up to yours on Facebook here. So this is going to move northeast at 60 miles per hour. Let me tilt this to the exact coordinates here. So the newest update actually takes it further away from the wind area here, which is awesome. I'm going to put you at 55. So the Caldwell area, the Hughes area, the Colt area, also the Crawfordsville, the Jericho area. I know that's over there getting close to the Mississippi River. Also, that's Gilmore and then Birdsong. That is in northern Crittenden County, far southern Mississippi County at this point here. But some good news right now. It is very, very broad. It's not really anything like it was on Friday where we had that significant tornado go through that area. This is a very, very broad rotation, but just don't let your guard down with these types of setups, because even though it's a slight risk, even though your conditions are not theoretically favorable for significant tornadoes, you can still get tornadoes, especially in this setup here. So severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible. It's going to go until 12:30 this evening. This afternoon here, excuse me. So, let me see here. So we'll check everything right now. Dustin's keeping me updated on any reports. I think everybody can hear me loud and clear on both ends. Hughes, you need to take your tornado precautions too, for those folks over there as well. So, like I said before, I'm just double checking everything. Alerts are going off in the St. Francis County. Did they go tornado warning on your side, Noah? Are you still there?
No, they did not go tornado warning. I think from what Dustin's saying, it looked like they possibly dropped the tornado possible tag and put a huge severe thunderstorm warning out on it. But
okay.
I'm trying to see if that's going to show up on radar.
Okay, yep, they did. They did.
Yeah.
I just saw the newest update. They did. They dropped it. They dropped the tornado possible tag with it. It's mainly 60 mile per hour winds, because I figured what ended up happening, the area of rotation completely died off. I'm going to see if I can get this up going for us. It's going to take a second or two because it just came out. But yeah, they did drop the tornado possible tag at this point. So I do feel comfortable in saying, if you're in the wind area, stay in your shelters just a little bit longer. I would love for this storm to kind of go past wind before anybody tries to get out. Let this pass over the next 5 to 10 minutes. Matter of fact, I'll draw a line out right through here, and I'll clock it at about 60 miles per hour. So when you have about 2 to 3 minutes, just stay where you are. Just be hunkered down, stay where you are. I don't like risking it in setups like this. I don't, because from better experience than I do know of, especially down here in Pike County, they happen so quick. I mean, it happens like in brief seconds. You don't have that time. Something develops, and sometimes a warning doesn't go out for it, and we end up finding out something happens. So if you're in the wind area right now, you're in Earl, just stay where you are. I know it's a normal severe thunderstorm warning now. They did drop the tornado possible tag with it, but right now I want to kind of stress, stay where you are, stay hunkered down just to be on the safe side. I want to make this perfectly clear, folks. There is no tornado warning in place. Stop with the panicking comments I'm seeing on YouTube. You've got to make sure everything is true. Everything we're telling you on YouTube right now is what's going on. Okay, there's no tornado warning in place. The reason why I'm telling this area to take shelter is because of the setup. This is more what we call a kill CS type setup. I know it's a normal severe thunderstorm warning, however, it was tornado possible. I don't trust it. It's a gut instinct. I don't trust it right now. So keep that in mind. This is not a, this is not a red box. This is not a red tornado warning or anything like that. I just don't feel comfortable telling my folks in the wind area to get out of their shelters before anything happens. Because this storm previously, when it was in southern Woodruff County, was tornado warned. It did have that area of flotation, and they can easily pick that back up. So I'm going to watch it closely. If you're on 64 right now, just kind of stay hunkered down, ride this out a little bit. It's going to be on top of wind here in just a little bit at this kind of time. The Brinkley area, this is well north and east of your Brinkley area. You're good. You're solid in Brinkley. It's loud. You've got thunderstorms ongoing. But I think you're going to be good over there in the Brinkley area. This is going towards Wynn, Forest City, the Earl area, also in Crittenden County. This is going to go on the north and west side of downtown Memphis. This is also going to stay south of Martree at this time, and this is staying way to the south of Jonesboro and the Truman area right now here. So just kind of ride it out. If you're in wind, let this storm pass over. It's going to get loud. You may experience some hail and 60 to 70 mile per hour winds with this storm. But just kind of make sure that this passes through. Like I said, everybody else in Central Arkansas, you're in all clear at this point. Central Arkansas is done. You're done. You don't have to worry about anything. I know the thunder's rumbling here in Central Arkansas, but you're done. You are done. Your severe threat is over. Enjoy the next 7 to 10 days because we're going to be done with severe weather going forward. So that's going to be the biggest thing. Let me zoom this out. We do now have NOAA, by the way. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning up here in Craighead, Poinsettia, and Mississippi County. I was going to say, if you want to take over that for just a second.
Yeah, so we have a new severe thunderstorm warning that has just been issued for Craighead and Poinsettia and Mississippi counties up here in northeastern Arkansas. This is for, give me 1 second here, 60 mile per hour wind gust, and this goes into effect until 1 p.m. and give me 1 second here. With this as well, severe at 12:10 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Leachville to near Truman to near Harrisburg, moving east at 55 miles per hour. So that's mainly a damaging wind threat up there.
Yep.
And on the Facebook end, I have pulled up a little idea on what timing could be in some of the areas up there as we go through, as we continue throughout this up there in that area.
Yeah.
You're kind of seeing that line form in northern ends of the state here as it heads into Missouri and Tennessee here, or getting ready to anyways.
Yeah.
Yours
may, what's funny, yours may look different than mine because I have a broad line basically stretching from Jonesboro all the way down to the Lee County down here. And I just kind of gave everybody like a brief overview of the whole squall line at this point because I do think, and I said, wind area, kind of ride this out. Let's ride this out a little bit. ETA 10 seconds. It's going to be right on top of you. It's going to get loud for a little bit. I'm gonna let that ride over before I hop off live stream at this point. I know there were sirens going off, earlier on, like I said before, for those that are in Central Arkansas. I get the concern, but folks, we don't cover just Central Arkansas here. I'm not being rude about it or anything like that. We don't cover just Central Arkansas. We cover the entire state. We cover the entire state of Arkansas. So we promise you guys, if you're in Little Rock or you were, in those areas, rest easy. You're done. Your hard part's over with. You're done with the severe weather threat. You don't have to worry about hearing about it for another week. So I guarantee you're going to be fine. Western Arkansas, actually, you've been done. The Western Arkansas, you're already done with this. You've been done since this morning. Eastern Arkansas, this is where it's going to be coming in at this current time. This is where your wind threat, your 60 to 70 mile per hour winds and quarter size hail and stuff like that here. So just kind of watching out for that real closely here. That's going to go right from Mississippi County, Crittenden County, Eastern Cross County, St. Francis County, and down into Lee County at this current point. This is actually moving into Memphis. This is well into Memphis' jurisdiction up here in northeastern Arkansas. So Noah, I do believe at this given point, we can go back over to YouTube continuous coverage. I think we're good to go. We don't have any, tornado possible tags or anything like that. This one expired, by the way. That one's going to go for, just regular severe thunderstorm winds. That's going to be 60 mile per hour winds. Cross County, St. Francis County. I'm going to say you're good. Just kind of stay where you are until the line of storms pass over you, just to be on the safe side. I said before, I went back to Little Rock. And this is now just going into Eastern Arkansas. Everybody else behind this line, you are good. You are good. You are good. I would say Little Rock, El Dorado, Southern Arkansas, Northern Arkansas, Western and Northwestern Arkansas. Get some sleep. Go about your business for today. You're good to go. You don't have to worry about any severe weather coming your way over the next 7 to 10 days, guys. We're done. We're done. We got over it. We've had a rough period over the last week or so, where we've had back-to-back severe weather. Friday was a tornado outbreak. We had this today. We're done for the next 7 to 10 days, guys. So if you're in Central Arkansas, you're in Western, you are good to go at this current time here. So keep that in mind at this point. Eastern Arkansas, you are still dealing with it, okay? The wind area, the Cross, the St. Francis County area, listen up. You gotta listen up. Stay where you are. Don't go out and about right now. Severe thunderstorm warning still remain in effect. You're still going to have 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. It's going to get loud there here in a little bit. Same thing for the Hughes area and all the other areas over there. You're going to be fine. Okay, there's no tornado warnings. There's no the tornado possible tag is gone. I stayed on long enough for those folks to kind of have that perspective over there in Eastern Arkansas. And I do realize there is a severe thunderstorm warning and stuff like that. So that's the biggest thing. So you're good to go over there. Stay where you are, though, because you do have a severe thunderstorm. Regardless of a tornado warning, you still have a severe thunderstorm warning over there. It's going your way. That's going to be coming at you 60 to 70 miles per hour. So I'm going to do one last time. I'm going to put a track of this storm real quick right through here, okay? That's going to move east. I'm going to put it at about 60 miles per hour, okay? So that's going to be the track at this point. I'm going to zoom this out. And like I said, folks, this string is going to continue on YouTube side until this event has come to a complete end. What you got for me? What's going on?
Nothing much. I was just going to say that they are taking the tornado watch and moving it back as the storms go. For everybody on Facebook side, you can kind of see here where the tornado watch is currently at. So as this line moves through, they're slowly canceling that tornado watch. It wouldn't surprise me if the tornado watch is out of Arkansas before 4 p.m. here, time that it's supposed to expire here, if this continues with its current speed.
I'm thinking the same thing. Folks in Central Arkansas, Western Arkansas, stuff like that, you're done. You're done. You're no longer in a tornado watch. You're getting cooler. You're done. You're knowing severe weather for the next week or so. Eastern Arkansas, the tornado watch is still going to continue, but like Noah said, they are planning on trimming the watch back, so you're going to be fine. I will say this, though. Everybody that is doing those false reports right now, you need to chill out, because there's a lot of people that are anxious right now. Our moderators is doing the best we can, but the problem is we have someone that will put a false report in there, and then it will start the storm anxiety all over again, and we have to come in and clear it up. So, folks, don't start that stuff. If you don't see it, don't say anything. There's a lot of people that are already stressed out right now, including us and stuff like that, in terms of tornado reports and everything like that. Make sure it's 100% clear. Don't be childish about stuff like that, especially after what we just got through dealing with last week. So keep that in mind.
Alrighty. So,
okay. I'm gonna go ahead and end the call. So. Okay.
I muted Cameron there on that end and here.
All right. So he's taking care of the Facebook side. We're good. All right. So that's going to be the biggest thing here. Like so far on the YouTube side, this is going to continue until this entire stream is over with. I mean, until this entire line, the entire tornado watch and everything like that is out of the state. So this is going to continue to loop the radar the entire time. Obviously, there's another warning. We'll be here. But everybody else, Little Rock, Searcy, Mount Home, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Russellville, Mena, Nashville, Texarkana, El Dorado, Camden, Pine Bluff, Monticello, Lake Village, Crossett, all of those areas, you're good. Jonesboro now, you're good to go. You've got the all clear. Searcy, you're good. You know, those areas, Brinkley, you're fine. Stuttgart, it's going to be loud for a little bit, and then you're going to be good to go. Pine Bluff, you're good, and stuff like that. So that's the biggest thing. I think we're going to be good to go at this current point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom this down since this is the only area of concern over here in eastern Arkansas. I'm going to leave the radar kind of like this. So remember for just a second, I'm going to zoom this down. And this is going to be your area of concern right here in eastern Arkansas. So I'm going to leave it with just this. Like I said, the radar is going to loop. That way you guys kind of have that information here. I do appreciate you guys for tuning in and stuff like that. We're about done, Arkansas. We're about done. Let's get this line out of here. Let's get these tornado watchers out here. And then we can take a breather for the next week, the week and a half at this point. We'll continue to keep you guys updated right here, your source for all things Arkansas weather.